So, this is just a channel. I wouldn't even say channel, but just a divine download. And um, I'm going to be respectful of how I share this message. Like, there's a way to call a spade without being malicious. So, I wanted to kind of sit on this before I release this message because I know someone needs to hear it, but it's just the way that it's delivered. I really want to be considerate of how I deliver the message. So, um, I'm growing comfortable with calling a spade, without, being malicious and, you know, so yeah, this message is for someone, however many of the someones are out there, um, that may feel rejected by someone, who have been rejected in some capacity. And Spirit has really been giving me a lot of revelation around the spirit of rejection, and when it's the right time to deliver these downloads that I've been receiving, and how Spirit has been speaking, I will. Most definitely I will. But let's get it. So, the download that I got was, if you guys probably can see from the title, this dude did not choose you because he's a vain opportunistic person. Now, I know that sounds so harsh, the vain, the opportunistic, but hey, gotta call a spade a spade. Opportunistic, by definition, adjective, is exploiting chances offered by immediate circumstances without reference to a general plan or moral principle. Hence, that last part, moral principle. So this person could lack morals and values. It's like if they see something shiny or something that seems a bit better on a superficial level, or they feel like benefits them to some capacity that will get them ahead, or they're not looking based off of true connectedness. It's based off of what they can get from people and situations, what makes them look good, what, who and what has what. Like, they're that type of individual. Um, or it could just be this way romantically, but I feel like this is just a character, and this can spill into other areas of a person's life. So it is what it is. But yeah, so what I was getting from this is that whoever this person was, they didn't choose you because you didn't glitter enough. This person is superficial. All that glitters isn't gold, as they say. And they know this, and I feel like they've kind of found this out several times, that certain things or people that they were going after were just glitter, and a counterfeit, and not really for them, but they still chase after glitter because they're superficial. Um, they don't really love themselves, this person. They constantly seek validation from other people. It's like, the more attention, the better. They feed off of that, and you know, that's their whole thing, is what they can take and what they can get and how they look. So they get high from extreme praise from others. Okay, it could be ingenuine or disingenuous. It could be genuine to some, from some people, but they get high from this. They like the praise from people. This is the type of person that will be secretly in love with or desires the quote unquote the nerd, or someone that's not what society would deem as ideal beauties or handsome people, whatever. And for sadistic reasons. And if you look up the word sadistic, it's someone that takes pleasure in inflicting pain upon people. So this person could be sadistic as well, where they kind of mess around with people that might not be that glittery type of archetype, or has the aesthetic or whatever, or may not have the popularity or something that they seek in other people, or maybe that they have. So they take pleasure in kind of like hurting people, and because inside, this person very well could feel like the nerd. They may not feel like they're that attractive, that handsome, that pretty, whatever. So they take pleasure in inflicting that because it's like they're one-upping the bully. Instead of attacking the bully, they're attacking those innocent people. So if you feel like you were somebody that didn't fit into this person's ideal or something, or you feel like it was something wrong with you, you know, it could be anything. um this person, they might have also kind of messed around with you, or they do this to other people to feed their narcissism as well. So this person could have a narcissistic personality. I don't want to throw that around all the time, but I'm getting those type of energies from this person. um so dealing with wanting to maybe genuinely connect, or they might genuinely be attracted to someone that maybe their friends don't think is attractive. So they'll be like, oh well, she's too skinny, or she's too big, or she's too dark, or she's, you know, she's too tall, whatever, something stupid, right? um or she lame, like she don't, you know, like something stupid, right? They'll kind of pin down or stuff down what they really want and chase after, or openly parade around with the quote unquote ideal, right? The ideal guy, ideal woman, or the one that fits the aesthetic in some instance. So even though this person treats them like, you know, crap-ish, whatever, they'll parade around with that person. And it's just to look cool in front of their friends, to parade that person around and to say, I got this person, even though there's no genuine connection. It's all superficial. So the truth is you're better than this, and you deserve better. Okay. They know it. They just didn't want you to think you were, you know, that you were better than them. They didn't want you to see yourself, you know. They wanted you to think you weren't anything special in order to still feed off of you. You know, this person, again, if they're sadistic, they feed off of your pain. They may feed off of your desire for them, because I feel like this person, for one, they are a counterfeit. They are essentially an enemy. So they're going to move like an enemy. They're going to move like a snake. They're going to seek to, you know, be in opposition in your life because they're a counterfeit, right? They're not a true connection. They're not a true divine. There might be levels where you guys may have connected in some way, but this isn't the person for you. You know, they're actually jealous of you is a thing that I was getting. Like this person, I feel like a lot of the games that this person was playing with you, or the back and forth, or the breadcrumbing, was to take you off of the pedestal that they place you on. Because it's like I said, this person, truthfully, they see you better than them, or they see you as someone that they don't truly essentially deserve. They may not be, they may look at you and say, oh, well, because they don't fit the aesthetic. Let's say you're too skinny. They like women that are thicker. Or if this is a male, or if this is a woman, she might say, he's not my type. He's a little nerdy. You know, he's not the bad boy type. Um, so they might look at you, kind of like downplay you in those instances. But your character, you know, you may be someone that people genuinely like, where this person has to put on a facade. They have to be liked by stupid, you know, superficial things, and they feel like you just naturally are genuinely liked. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to perform for love and attention, where this person, in their mind, they feel like they have to do that. They have to prove of themselves. So this person did all of this so that you can question your value, by making you feel devalued, if that's even the right way to say it. But they actually value your attention and opinions of them. They do. So when you have this divine light, people benefit from your opinions, from your compliments, from your high views of them, because it feeds into them. It fuels them to, so they might even provoke you into jealousy, to be like, oh yeah, this happened to me today. Um, yeah, I look good. I know I look good, blah, blah, blah. Don't I look, it's like, it's kind of, it's giving like, I don't know. It's kind of giving like Stepsister vibes off of Cinderella. Like it's, or the story, yeah, Spirit just flashed Hannah to me. The story of Hannah in the Bible, where her husband's other wife was throwing in her face that she was able to get pregnant and Hannah was not able to conceive. So it's like provoking jealousy in a person where you're naturally not jealous of them, but they'll try to provoke it out of you. And it's in a way to feed off of you, to validate them even more. If I can get you to, validate me or think I'm this grand person, however they do it, they take pleasure. So they get pleasure in knocking you down, or um, it makes their ego feel good to make you question yourself, or to make you feel like you're not valuable, or they might play games with you where they'll they'll breadcrumb you, they'll love bomb you, and then they'll disappear because they feed off of your attention. Remember this. If you pay attention to what they say about, if this is a man that this is coming to mind for you, if um, you felt rejected by a man, let's say, okay, or romantically, if you pay attention to what they say about women and how they treat women, there's a disdain there. They might talk about women in a way that is very very disrespectful, or they might categorize women in a box. Um, yeah, I'm just getting like, this person has issues, okay? They have issues. And if this is a woman, same thing. They might talk about men in a very toxic way, or they might talk about other women in very toxic ways, like um, that they're better than women. They're better in some way, like, I don't know. I just kind of get this energy of pick me, or when I say pick me, it's kind of like, oh, these women are, they're not as good as me, or I'm prettier because I have this. It's like, it's a very lower vibrational energy. It's like cocky. It's fake confidence. So this person does all of this because essentially how they see themselves, how they feel about themselves. And I do feel like for some of you, this person does have traits of narcissism. If you have like over 5 traits of that, you most likely are one. Like if you check off the list of all the narcissistic traits and you have over 5 of them, most likely you're a freaking narc. But I ain't here to, diagnose anybody. But yeah, some of you guys may need it to recognize this person's tactics and why they did it. I wouldn't take it too personally, even if it appears that this person, um, this person attacked you personally. I feel like any person that is willing, that has a a light on them and that was receptive to them, is going to experience this. I feel like you're not the only person that they've done this to, maybe doing this to. You're not the only one. If you have light, this person's going, if you're dark energy, of course you're going to seek out light beings, and the light beings that may be receptible, that may be empathic and have a nurturing spirit, that have a patient spirit, that has obviously empathy for people, that want to nurse people back to health. That type of energy, you're going to attract people. And that's why discernment is key. You got to be discerning. You got to be wise. You got to move wisely with your energy and your time. And that comes with knowing your value and your worth. That not everybody is deserving of getting you, or having you in their life, or the way that you give. Some people may not, you know, I do believe that everybody deserves love. They need love, yes, but there's a there's a cap on that. I feel like where you overextend, where you pour, you pour, and you pour, especially to empty vessels, and they're not pouring into you, because these are the type of people that take that light that you give them and they run off and give it to someone else. This has happened to me a few times with people, romantically, friendship wise, like, and it hurts. It will sting. It really will. This has happened to me before. This is coming from somebody that has experienced this, and you have to be discerning to say, okay, you can't help everybody. Not everybody is going to appreciate you, and sometimes people won't appreciate you until you're gone, or they'll see that, I was not treating this person right. Like, why did I do that to this person? They didn't deserve that. It doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, you just have to move a little more wiser, when it comes to your energy and what you give and how much you give of it. Okay. Because after a while, if you're constantly pouring and pouring and pouring and nothing's being filled up, you're going to be depleted. It's just naturally how it goes, right? So I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. Be blessed, be safe, take care. Peace.